Yeah, what's going on, people? Welcome to another installment of Weirdos and Junkies for Habitual Liars slash I play YouTube my way. When it comes to doing this YouTube shit, what up, Wax? Eyes does it my way. Now, I'm gonna let everybody come in, come in. The video I promised y'all yesterday, you must forgive me. It's not that I didn't want to upload it. It's that, well, we'll talk about it. We're going to do this our way. Yes, give me a like when you come in. Please, please, pretty please. Or a dislike. You know what I'm saying? So I know. Triple CZ and Chemo, welcome. Yes. Weirdos and Junkies 4. Another installment of Weirdos and Junkies. This one is going to be called Habitual Liars. Or Habitual Lying. And we're going to dissect habitual liars. People who are shit starters and people who just want to rile motherfuckers up for no reason other than to rile shit up because they have nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. People who like to mischaracterize you because they really want to be a friend and they don't know how else to approach you. I be trying to tell these niggas, man, you ain't gotta lie to kick it, yo. You don't have to lie to kick it, you know? And that seems to be prevalent nowadays on YouTube. Everybody is used to lying just to kick it, you know? And a lot of the times, what makes it all so fucking sad is the fact that it's so unnecessary, man. But we're going to get into exactly what I'm talking about. So, and for this, people, everything I'm saying, you should know that I have what is now called receipts to back all this shit up. So, everything that you hear me say on this stream right now can be verified at a moment's notice. Screenshots, hell of a drug. So, remember what I said before I get into it, which I'm about to right now. Everything being said can be verified. Weirdos and junkies, man. That's what we're surrounded by. Weirdos and junkies and habitual liars. Now, the screenshots that you will be seeing when I show the video, same video that we do the prelude for, I'm going to produce everything I said I have. Well, I already have it, so it's really nothing to produce. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to do this in a Shame TV way. We're going to do this my way. Meaning, we're not going to, because there's people sitting around waiting. Like, there were people waiting for me to upload that video yesterday. And I'm not talking about you guys alone. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about you guys alone. You know, we're talking about people. People are waiting, sitting around, just hoping that I throw it up so they could do what they want to do or say little bullshit that they want to say. Now, Weirdos and Junkies 4, habitual liars. We got people who are running around who are attempting to stir up controversy where there is none. And you guys know on Shane TV, we talk about that shit all the time. Like, these people have nothing else to do and nothing else to talk about. So they attempt to stir up controversy so that you could, you know, talk about them. And then they could go to their page and do whatever they want to do and take the audio and act like you guys are in some full-fledged beef and this, that, and the third. So what I do is I like to clear up bullshit, you know? Like a lot of times people come with bullshit. What up, Buggy? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these nothing ass minuscule YouTube pages, they come with bullshit, these YouTubers. They'll make up stories. And again, remember, I got screenshots for everything that I'm gonna mention today. And I got proof and evidence for everything that I will mention today. So it's been going on or going around or word around a campfire that I heard. You know, I don't know for sure because I don't watch certain videos, so I wouldn't know firsthand, except that I trust the people that I get the information from. And these are screenshots, so I know this is true because I read the screenshots myself. Certain people are going around saying how creating a narrative that I'm attempting to bash, what's her name? Marquita Scott. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Boogie, you know how it is. Like, I don't even know how certain niggas be, you know what I'm saying, knowing I'm even live. But anyway, it's been going around that I was insulting Marquita Scott, and specifically by using her grandfather's last name. And when you guys see the screenshot, I'll let you read it yourself to see that the clown who wrote it, I don't know his name, but the clown who wrote the screen, who actually typed this shit in, this dipshit says that using Marquita Scott's grandfather's last name, and she's been telling me to stop. Now, I want anybody in my chat, okay, to please tell me, have you seen any video put up by Marquita Scott saying Shame TV is using her name? She wants me to stop using her grandfather's last name. What's up, Sheena? What's up, Geneva? Welcome. Yeah. Has anybody, but let me ask that again. Has anybody seen a video put up on YouTube? And if you have, can you please get the link and share it so that I can see a video that's been put up, Marquita Scott, saying that I'm using her grandfather's last name, and she wants me to stop using her grandfather's last name because I guess by the mere fact of me saying his last name, I'm disrespecting her, which is the most asinine shit I ever heard. But let's just pretend that that's true, okay? We're gonna go with that. We're gonna pretend that that's true. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody has heard anything from Miss Marquita Scott, you know, about me using her grandfather's last name, would you please direct me to that video, okay? And since I put that out there, let me continue. Now, when I first started this, dealing with Marquita Scott, when I was gonna have her on my show, which I wasn't really gonna have her on the show, I was gonna interview her, record the interview, and play the interview. That's how it was gonna happen. If it was gonna happen, because that's how I do things. That's how I would like to do things when I have people on. So anyway, Miss Marquita Scott sent me information, and as well as BCFC, I was sent information why I was to use the last name Scott. Now, I have screenshots, okay? I have screenshots from Miss Marquita Scott, from BCFC, telling me to use the name Scott, and giving me, not only was I told to use the name Scott, I was even told why. So when you hear certain individuals who are trying to create content and create some sort of beef and create activity to their page that's not working, what the problem is this individual doesn't realize that I keep receipts of everything. So when you go around and you spread lies, because you're a habitual liar, and we're gonna get on even more lies. This is just the first lie, guys. So when you go around spreading lies, saying that I'm using her grandfather's name, well, I'm using that name because that was the name that she wanted me to use. So I'm going to say this before I continue. Marquita Scott, I said what I said. I meant what I said. I was all willing to go forward with you until I found out who you actually were and the people that you were associated with. And that's why I pulled the plug on it. Okay? And I said that to you before. That's why I pulled the plug on it. If I was trying to bang on you, Miss Scott, I would have took your emails that I got that you sent me and all of that shit and threw them up on YouTube and showed them and look here, look right here. See, I didn't do any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do any of those things because that's not what I do. I don't need to do that to generate page content. I mean, people to come to my page, Miss Scott. So the fact of the matter is, I don't know if you know that there's certain people out here who are talking in your name or talking for you. I don't know if you know that for sure, Miss Scott, but there's people out here that are claiming that you're saying things. Now, I haven't seen a video, all right? I haven't seen a video of you saying anything, but I've heard, you know, that certain people are out here and they're saying these things definitively. Like, yeah, Marquita Scott is out here saying that Shame TV is using her grandfather's name. Well, Shame TV has 2 emails where he can show you clearly that she wanted to use. Because if I was going to expose her, I would use her real name because I know that too. So, Miss Scott, if I was going to do something, wouldn't I have used your other name? You know, and I haven't used your other name. You see what I'm saying? So the mere fact that I haven't used your other name should show you and let you know that either you're incorrect in what you may be thinking about what I'm doing, or there's a habitual liar on the loose. And this habitual liar is also speaking in your name. This habitual liar is actually acting like this person is the mouthpiece for you. So I really hope you correct that shit. Okay? Because if you don't correct it, I'll be forced to correct it. You see what I'm saying? So to correct it, then I'm going to use your whole name, the whole name that I got for you. I'm going to throw all of that out there. So then I can say, well, which name would you prefer? Okay? Number 2, this whole I knew something, whatever, chick name person. Same thing. I don't know whether you're saying anything or not. I have no idea. Like I said, I have no idea who the fuck you are. I never met you. I don't know your voice. I don't know if you even have a YouTube page or not. Like all of that shit. I have no idea. But what I want to clear up is the fact that there's habitual liars who are out here as though they're speaking for you, as though you're saying these things. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here to address. I want to make sure that you aren't saying these things, and that, or if you are saying these things, I can address you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem addressing you, and I hope you don't have a problem with me, because like I don't know you. Like, so I don't know what problem you would have with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that. So I'm here to address that as well, to let that be known, you know, that habitual liars are out here lying in your name. They're out here saying that you're saying things and doing things, and like this, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know, I don't like what's going on, what's happening. You know, I don't know these sisters. I don't know these women. You know, the only one I even know for real is BCFC, but I don't know Marquita Scott. I don't know her except from what was going on. But if you guys have a problem with anything I'm saying, I have no problem with you addressing anything that I'm doing. And if it's offending you and I'm, you know, and I feel that, yo, it's unnecessarily happening, I'll happily try to rectify the situation. But what I'm not going to do is allow someone to act like they're talking for you, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, going down that path like that. Continuing on to Weirdos and Junkies 4, Habitual Liars. So we have a habitual liar out here who is, again, creating storylines about to try to cover up their possible secret pedophilia tendencies. We have people on YouTube, which we identified the other day as YouTube Facebook stalkers, who are going on people's YouTube Facebook and staring at pictures of their children. And one of those people has been recently uncovered. What up, Suey? One of those people, Suey, has just recently been uncovered, a YouTube Facebook stalker. Also, he's a habitual liar as well, so he can go twice on this. I knew his name because I would put the name in the video, but I don't really know the guy's name. It's some small, insignificant, minuscule, nothing of a YouTube platform. And so anyway, this lying individual is also going around telling people that that he has either handicapped children or handicapped disabled people in his family. And so I asked the question here today, if you have handicapped and disabled people in your family, why is it that you were talking shit about my handicapped child, basically verbatim saying, and I'll say verbatim what he said, I don't give a fuck about the condition of your handicapped child, meaning the fact that my son, my 11-year-old son, has muscular dystrophy. He has a life expectancy of about 36 to 38 years old, okay? He can't have a life of his own. He's forced to live with us forever, okay? And this individual chooses to put him into a YouTube page of his own through live streams, through going on someone's Facebook page and pulling this child off of there and putting him on live streams and talking shit to an old boy who has muscular dystrophy, saying how he doesn't give a fuck about him having muscular dystrophy, having a shortened life expectancy, et cetera, et cetera. And again, I ask this lying habitual liar who is saying that the reason he's saying these things is because I have done something about him, to him, or made some videos about him when I don't even know this person's name. So I know that this person can't scroll anywhere and find videos that I've made about him with his face, name, or anything in it, because I haven't said anything like that or done anything like that. But this habitual liar is claiming that the reason he is bashing a handicapped little boy is because I allegedly made a YouTube video about him. Yes, desperate and sad. And the part that makes it sad is this. Y'all know how I start to get when I start saying, yo, I have people who watch my videos in Ireland. I have people in the Netherlands who watch my videos. I have people in Africa. When I check my video views and shit like that periodically, seeing where the demographics, like how many people in California, how many people in New York, how many people in Virginia, Texas, etc., watch my videos, percentage, like the countries that I see are mind-boggling. Arabian countries that people are watching shame fucking TV. So the part that makes this sad is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's people all over the world watching these videos, man. And you mean to tell me, dog, that you find it, you don't see nothing wrong as a black man, as a parent, as none of that shit, bringing up an 11-year-old to try to rile some 11-year-old handicapped child who has nothing to do with YouTube, just to try to rile somebody up into a YouTube beef, and then have the audacity to actually lie and pretend like somebody started something with you. Weirdos, that's what we surrounded by, guys. That's why Shame TV can't go away. Because weirdos and junkies. If I went away, who would be here to point out the weirdos and junkies? Who would be here to point them out? A lot of people know about the weirdos and junkies, but a lot of times they're busy on their platforms doing certain things and pushing certain things. I have to take my time, though I want to cloning and a whole bunch of other fucking, yo, right now, y'all, I have like fucking 7 videos on cloning already done that's sitting in my fucking phone that I could literally upload 7 videos right now, back to back. Because I've been trying to work on it and get into it. Grandma, 3 effing thousand. And just like I said, I got people all over the fucking world watching my videos. And today they have to hear how my 11-year-old handicapped special needs son who suffers from muscular dystrophy was pulled into, had a grown man going on my Facebook account, scrolling through my pictures, looking at, just staring at pictures and downloading pictures of my handicapped son. And then had the audacity to say, which my son said nothing to this person, okay? Nothing to this person. And had the nerve to start talking about how he doesn't give a fuck about my son being, you know, having his life expectancy being 35 to 38 years old, not being able to have his own life of his own, basically can't even use the restroom without assistance, this, that, and the third. Mind you, I don't give a fuck that you don't give a fuck, because I don't recall anyone asking him to give a fuck. But my point is, why are we talking about this anyway? Yeah, I know, Suey, I heard, bro. Somebody said that too. Somebody said that he took pictures off your Facebook or your family and friends. I'm like, dog, I keep telling you, why do you think that none of your videos are over 100 and something? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck, man. Nobody cares about that Jerry Springer weirdo ass approach that you take to YouTube. That shit's old. That shot vision, that YouTube shot, oh, I got, that shit is so fucking 3-4 years ago. Not to mention the fact that the people that are being brought into these things have nothing to do with it. That's why I didn't put Marquita Scott's real name on a video, because I said that woman ain't say shit to me. So until she says something to me, then I'll do something. Then I'll make a move off of what she says to me. That woman never did nothing, but there's a grown ass man out here speaking in her name. I wonder what. Actually, I heard that the nigga has a family. I can't possibly fathom that being the truth. What woman would lay down and spread her legs for a miserable sack of shit like that? She gotta be a miserable sack of shit. What woman would lay down and fuck a weird ass nigga like that? What up, Snap? What woman would fucking lay down and actually be with a man who scrolls on people's Facebooks, downloading pictures of their handicapped children to put on YouTube TV to try to ridicule them and talk about how this little boy, who basically, like I said, the age we are now, guys, most of us now who are, if you're anywhere between 35 and 40 years old, that's the life expectancy for my son. So basically, this kid who has nothing to do with nothing, you're pulling his picture up on a YouTube platform, saying how you don't give a fuck that he's stuck in a wheelchair through no reason of his own, no fault of his own. It just happened. He was born with this disease. And you're gonna pick that to fucking talk about him, and this is crazy. What? And I have to say the term bitch. What bitch would lay down with a piece of shit like that? What woman would actually allow a man like that to be around her children? If that's how you feel about random black children, nothing, not to mention that my son is an honor roll student, not to mention that my son is the coolest of people, man. Like a nigga who is suffering from basically a fatal disease, and he walks around like a fucking soldier, never complains, none of that. Yeah, Shadow, None of that. My son wears that shit like that nigga is a soldier, G. That nigga never complains that he can't walk, run, use the restroom by himself. None of that shit. He never complains. Never. Happy-go-lucky, honor roll student, the whole 9 yards. Just an all-around awesome guy. And you got dumb weirdos who are so, like, this is what I mean by why I don't fuck with everybody. Because a lot of these people are clinically sick, yo. Yes, a true bottom feeder. Like some of these people are, now I'm starting to realize that these people are clinically ill, dog. Like for you to do something like that, you are clinically ill. Something's, you don't even need to be around. You don't even need to be around. As a matter of fact, if I was so inclined, I would try to find out who this person was so that I could send Child Protective Services over there. Because there's no way in hell that an individual who has that type of mindset should be around children. And I'm saying that as a father and as an uncle. Okay, I'm saying that as a father and as an uncle and as a godfather. I have godchildren. I'm saying that as a godfather, as a father, as an uncle. A person like that should not be around children, and I mean that shit. I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. Because if you would do some shit like that, yo, for you, he has to hate his life. He has to hate his life. Like, there's nothing that I'm that miserable about or angry about, dog, that I would go to those lengths. And then all last night, this nigga was waiting for me to drop my video. That's why I ain't drop it. You waiting on me. You watch every move I make. When I go live, this stalker is like the third and fourth person in the chat. That means you're sub to my page. Why are you sub to my page? I thought that I was starting trouble with you. I have proof that you said I was starting trouble with you. Then why are you subscribed to my page? Habitual liars, yo. Weirdos and Junkies 4, man. Habitual fucking liars. We're gonna slowly do this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna say what I just said one more time. Let's try this one more time. This person, which I can show you proof of, okay? Proof. I got the screen here in this very phone that I'm holding, okay? When this person attempted to wiggle its way out of being caught being a fuck nigga and tried to wiggle its way out of it by saying that I keep bothering that person and I start them. This person cannot show you any evidence whatsoever of me watching their videos. They cannot show you any evidence of me being in the chats of their videos. But I have tons of evidence that shows every time I go live, every time, it never fails. What's up, mermaid? Every time I go live, it never fails. This person shows up in my chat. Now, I'm going to show you the screenshots of the person saying that I'm harassing and bothering them. So you explain to me how I'm bothering you, but you don't have screenshots of me in your chat. You don't have screenshots of me commenting on your videos. You don't have any evidence of ever watching a video you've done. But I have evidence of 6 videos that I've put out. You have been like the third and fourth person in the goddamn chat. Which proves yet again, Weirdos and Junkies, Volume 4, Habitual Liars. That just proves that you are a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. I have proof, guys. I have proof that, again, when this individual was trying to wiggle its way out of being caught talking shit about a handicapped child, that has a life expectancy of 35 to 38 years old, and who's an awesome ass kid who doesn't even complain about his illness or nothing? And for no reason, you're talking about how you don't give a fuck that he's gonna die between the ages of 38 and 35 for no other reason than it was a Wednesday and you were looking for some activity to your YouTube page? I have evidence and proof that this person, this same habitual liar that we're talking about, talked shit about an 11-year-old boy for no reason. And then in the next typing said that he never mentioned anything about it. Do you see the insanity that we dealing with here, yo? Do you see the lunacy? I'm starting to be afraid for my life over here. Because you're going through my Facebook? Are you going to try to find out where I live? Which is Brockton, Mass, Main Street. You right now. You heard it. You want me to say it again? Brockton, Massachusetts, Main Street. You can find me. Just say you're looking for me. But anyway, this sick individual who feels that he needs to take beef up with handicapped children said that the reason that he was making the video, that he was mentioning my handicapped son, he was mentioning my handicapped son, saying that I should do videos about how to deal with a handicapped child. Now, first of all, don't tell me what I should do videos about. That's number one. Second of all, I don't parade my son and his illness around. That's number two. And number three, this same individual who claims that he has a handicapped child or handicapped family, he said handicapped family member, which means it could be his child, his whoever, okay? Have anyone ever seen this person do a video about dealing with handicapped family members or children or etc.? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you have seen it? Can I get a 0 in the chat if you have not seen it? I'll give everybody time. 0 in the chat if you have not seen this individual do a fucking video on how to deal with handicapped children. He says he has them. He has handicapped children too. So have anyone seen him do a video on that yet? Nobody? I'm just seeing the zeros here, bro. Nobody? No one's seen this shit? So you telling me that he's lying? He has handicapped children and family members and things like that. So he was just saying, bringing up my son, saying that he don't give a fuck about my son being in a wheelchair. Listen to this. He don't give a fuck about my son being in a wheelchair because he has handicapped children and family members too, and that I should be doing videos about it. Does that make any sense to you? Where does the you don't give a fuck part come from? Like 50 Cent said to Jadakiss, these the niggas I'm supposed to be beefing with? This fight is fixed, man. You've been set up. Yo, you're weird, dog. The fact that you weird means I'm gonna win because I'm not a weirdo. The only way that you could even battle with me on any type of YouTube level, first you gotta not be a weirdo. And anyone who sees that they're not a weirdo and you come at me in any way and it's not weird, you'll see how I'll respond. I'll respond cordially and respectfully to you because most people who aren't weird, they have a specific reason why they're responding to something and they want to address that. When you have weirdos, weirdos just hate you, period. They hate you because they not you. They hate you because you won't reach out to them and do videos with them. They hate you because you won't put their names in titles and pictures of them in titles when every video they put up for the last week got my face and name all through the shit. And everything attached to it is a half-truth or a fucking lie or an outright lie. Who does that, man? But this person claims that what they're doing is what's popping, that they got a wonderful life. How do you have such a wonderful life, man? When you were scrolling, taking hours out of your day, scrolling through my Facebook page, looking at my 11-year-old son and downloading his pictures, why weren't you out enjoying your wonderful life that I hear you be saying you have? I don't get that. I don't get that, yo. I don't get it. You want to know why I don't get it, guys? Y'all already know. Because we're not weirdos and we're not junkies. And if you're not a weirdo or a junkie, you cannot comprehend what these niggas are talking. You cannot comprehend why the moves that these niggas make. You will not understand them. You will not comprehend them. They will seem totally contradictory to you. You will ask yourself questions like, why is this nigga lying like that, dog? Like, dogs, you know damn well I wasn't making videos about you. Like, on some serious shit. Like, cut all the bullshit. You know that I didn't make videos about you. Like, why are you saying that shit? Just tell the truth. Tell the world that you like me, that you're gay, and that you like me. And that goes for Hassan Campbell, too. Did anybody see that video yet that I put up on Derek Jones Talks Live? I think I put it in the real fraud catching department, too. But Hassan Campbell, I don't TV no more. He can't come up here because he's too filthy. He's disgusting. Like, you got to really put an age restriction on the videos that if you do a video about that nigga, you got to put an age restriction on that shit. But you hear this nigga the other day, yo? This nigga said that Khalil Amani was kissing, tongue kissing some individual called Yahweh, son of Yahweh, or Yahweh Ibn Yahweh. So I was like, first off, I heard of Khalil Amani. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the dude that was on Sinetta's platform before, talking about COINTELPRO or whatever the fuck. That night they was talking when Sinetta was trying to drag Michael Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Secretly drag him. But yeah, this nigga said that the person Khalil Amani is said. Now I didn't hear Khalil Amani say this shit, but this person said that Khalil Amani said that he wants to have sex with his mother, that he gets turned on by his just, I don't know even how to respond to some shit like that, let alone just whatever. But the root of why I'm talking about it is then because he was talking about Khalil Amani, saying that he's nasty, saying that, hey, you be kissing a man in the mouth and this, that, and the third. And I found it ironic coming from a person who was carrying on a 10-year of love affair with Africa Bambaataa. Like, nigga, you was carrying on a whole fucking love affair with Africa Bambaataa, yo. And I quote, when you were being interviewed, you said that Africa Bambaataa was an animal in the bedroom. Now, the only men who talk about men being animals in the bedroom are homosexuals. And as a matter of fact, Hassan Campbell was also talking about how he got his car keyed. Okay, now this is shameful. He was talking about how he got his car keyed. He got his car keyed, and he said, I guess people in the chat was talking about certain women that may have done it. This nigga assured us that it was not a woman, and he even said it. He said, it's these dudes. I want y'all to go watch that video on Derek Jones Talks Live, yo. And right near the end of that shit, you gonna hear that nigga say, ain't no women key my car. And the first thing that came to my mind was, first off, nigga, yes, an animal in the bedroom. First thing that came to my mind was, first off, nigga, I've never in my life heard of or seen a nigga key in somebody's car. Okay, and if a dude was keying somebody's car, it's generally a girl that he's fucking with. Okay, I've never in my life heard about no man keying no man car unless they was punks. Excuse me, homosexuals. Okay, never. So, dogs, this nigga assured us that it was not women keying his car, that it was men. And I'm sure it was men because you're a homosexual. That's why I call him the undercover brother. I think Hassan Campbell has a secret homosexual agenda that he's trying to push in on YouTube. And if you're a parent, all these people who supposedly watch his videos, I heard that it's a lot of people who watch them. Yo, if you're a mother, a parent, father, whoever, yo, do not let your children near this filthy fucking animal. Like, what is wrong with y'all, man? Like, for real, now I'm getting on everybody. What's wrong with y'all, man? A grown-ass man that talk about how he want to have sex with somebody else's child on a YouTube platform, that should have been the end of him. I don't even know how he still has a page. Then he talks about, he has this secret thing where he's acting like he's a heterosexual man, even said he's a family man. Dog, you just got out of relationship with Africa Bambaataa. You're gay. Stop pretending like you're not gay, man, for you fuck around and give one of these sisters a goddamn disease from your dirty homo dick. Stop doing that shit, man. That shit is disgusting, B. On dogs, yo. Doing that shit. On dogs. Like, that shit is disgusting. That shit is horrible. That shit is like, there's nothing you can say about that. And to keep persisting that you're not gay is laughable. First off, dog, only men that's keying other men's cars are homosexuals. So stop that bullshit. Okay? Ain't no man who's a fan or who don't like you, he's keying your car. Get the fuck out of here. And then you even assured us that it wasn't a woman doing it because you know it's not women doing it because you don't deal with women because you're homosexual. It's nothing wrong with saying you're a homosexual, man, especially when we all know you are. It's like we look at you crazy when you're talking about Khalil Amani kissing Yahweh, son of Yahweh, and saying that he's gay and he's weird and something's wrong with him. Bitch, you was fucking Bambaataa, dog. You was fucking Bambaataa. You were in love with that man. That man did stuff to you and you never told. You kept going around him, being around him. He wasn't forcing you to be. As a matter of fact, it seems that you're angry that you can't be around him now. But you calling other people gay, nigga, you, come on, man. I think you have a secret homosexual agenda that you are trying to present to my community, and I will not have it. We will not have it in my M'Baku voice. We will not have it. We will not have it, no. Fuck out of here, man. And then I hear Kev Gills, Weirdos and Junkies 4 continued, Habitual Liars, Kev Eduardo Gillespie is challenging Hassan Campbell to a fight. Now, let me get this straight. You live in California. This nigga live on the East Coast, New Jersey, New York, wherever. Okay? You live in California. You doing an open challenge to a fight with him. All right? Knowing goddamn well that you don't have the means or way to make it across the country. Okay? Knowing that damn well you ain't never gonna step foot in New York in your life. You will never, Kev Gills will never step foot in an East Coast city in his entire life. And he could live to be 200. That nigga will never step foot in an East Coast city. So we already know you're not going to fight the nigga. But what I'm saying is Michael Edwards is right up the street in El Segundo. Michael Edwards is going around with video footage that he's looking for you to beat you up. Open challenging you. The whole Michael Edwards is telling the world, he's telling you, excuse me, in front of the whole world, nah, nigga, I'm trying to get at that mouth, nigga. All that mouth you got, all that shit you talk, Michael Edwards is trying to get at that mouth, G. And on some real shit, Michael Edwards, though I say you better not do it because it'll be embarrassing to our people, part of me is kind of rooting for you because I'm like, that's some real nigga shit. Like, you know what, man? Fuck all this talking, G. Let me see what that mouth like, G. Get your ass over here, nigga. Run your mouth now. So part of me, the real nigga in me, understand where you coming from. The real nigga in me is like, you know what? Fuck all this talking, man. My mouth getting dry. Come on over here and let me slap you up real quick. So I understand. But that nigga is never coming to an East Coast city. So what he does is acts like he's gonna fight somebody who's literally across the country. When there's an individual right down the street who has been looking and you don't want to fight him. Shane TV East Watch. Do y'all now understand what I mean when I say weirdos and junkies?